is up, guys? Welcome back to day 2 of the Fort Lauderdale International Boat Show. Day 1 was absolutely outstanding. Regardless of COVID, they still have over 500 exhibitors and tons of boats in the water. If there's any way you can make it this weekend, don't believe what anyone else says. Get down here. It's a fantastic time. I could not recommend it more. Now, I'm super excited to show you what I got behind me. It is the Intrepid 477 Evolution, and this boat is just absolutely jaw-dropping, so let's jump on board and see what they got for us. Alrighty, so immediately as you step on board through the starboard hull side door, there is absolutely huge statements to be made in the back of the boat, and that is that honestly it's the elephant in the room. Quad 627 7 Marine engines. Now personally, I've never even been on a boat with 7 Marines. I've heard they're outstanding. I know this boat has some features that are just next level features. To me, the engines is one of them. And I really like how they went with the blue neon lights coming down the side and just the blue accents on it, especially with blue being my favorite color. I think that is absolutely awesome. And then as we move a little bit further forward, you can see they have the general pull down seat bolster that pretty much a lot of boats have. That's pretty standard. But one thing that I really like that this boat does as well is it has a live well on the starboard and the port side, which I think is a really big deal. Now secondly, they also have this platform that goes down on the port side. Now the reason why this is a big deal is because most boats will have a dive door in today's day and age, but it'll be on one side of the boat. But with this one being able to be on both sides, this gives the boat extreme mobility when moving up to docks or other things like that, or even sandbars or anything like that. You can get in on either side of the boat very easily. So now as we look immediately forward, you have your 2 cup holders. You flip that up, you have a sink, and you just have an area to prepare fishing or bait or cleaning or whatever you need to do, and I think that is a big factor here. So now when we move a little bit starboard and forward, you can see you have your fridge and your freezer receptors right here, and then you come up, and when you look immediately to the port side, you have a very large L-shaped settee here that can hold, I would guess, 10 people. That is my personal opinion, because this boat just has an absolute ton of room. We have a 35 Everglades, and this boat is an absolute behemoth compared to that one. And again, if you look at the material made with all these, with the diamond stitching and just the comfortability, you can basically feel the durability built into these cushions when you just feel them. So now looking back to the starboard side, there's a few things I want to talk about. And when you look, first of all, when you look at the garments, 2 like 24-inch garments, that is absolutely absurd. You see those screens on tri-deck boats, and they have them here on this 47. Now, another big thing that I want to talk about is this joystick actually right here, because as I saw on social media not too long ago, you actually, with this joystick, have the capability to drive the boat while underway. You can drive it while you're planed out. You want to turn, you can turn. You want to speed up, slow down. Whatever you want to do, you can do with this joystick. So basically, you can be sitting in the chair, have your arm up right here, leaning back, just driving the boat with the joystick at 40, 50, 60, with 627s, possibly even 70 miles an hour. So now, as we step up into the helm chair, you are eye level with me. I am 6'3". I think you have really good visibility, especially for a 47, not to mention how much space is on the inside, which you will see in a minute. When you see the space on the inside, you will think, wow, you can see really good from here. So they do not have any sort of footrest in front of you when you look down beneath, but however, they do have a footrest that flips down right here. So I think that really takes care of that. And I still really like this boat. I think it is a great boat. You have all of your switches over here. You have your cup holder right here, your co-captain's chairs. Again, these chairs are just absolutely beautiful with the diamond stitching. They have their individual armrests. They each have their own suspension system, the flip-up bolsters. They're just absolutely fantastic. I love how the compass is centerline from the captain. It is not centerline of the boat, but again, it is centerline from the captain, which I think is a big deal in being able to accurately read it. It's got to be dead in front of you. Now, I also like where they really put the engine throttles here, because I think, I don't know, it just feels comfortable to me to have it in the center. You can control the engines while looking at both screens evenly. So now, let's go ahead and move forward here. Let's get up inside. it seems to be locked, so let's go ahead and figure this out. You slide this across, and now, there we go, it is unlocked. So now, as we are moving up, let's step on down into the inside, and you guys are really just about to see the full capacity of how great this boat is. As you walk inside, you can tell it feels like we are in a 60-foot boat here with headroom of a 80-foot boat. Because now, let's see, you are eye level with me, and again, we have a good 8 inches until the roof. Also, the air conditioning in here is absolutely phenomenal. I walked in and immediately I'm already a little cold, and it's just the beginning of the show. I was sweating, 5 minutes, boom, I'm cold already. And I think that on a 47-foot boat with this kind of square footage inside is huge, huge, huge. So now as you look immediately in the bow, you have your U-shaped seating that can seat up to 8. And then you can also, on the electrically actuated table, put the table down, and you can make this into a bed with a filler cushion. So I just want to take a quick second and just show this real quick. This is the outside profile of the boat underway. Not this specific model, but another coloration. And it is just a beautiful, beautiful boat on the outside. So let's go ahead and let's sit up in here and let's look back towards the back. So you have a really good sized TV there. You have storage going all the way along the side here. You have your twin side panel windows right here. You have reading lights towards the front of the bow. But then as you look back, this galley here, I love how they brought this wall out a little bit to create a little bit of separation. I think that is a huge, huge deal. They also have their Kenyan cooktop right here. And then as you step back up, they also have another port light right there. You have your microwave, you have your sink, you have your sink faucet, and then you have a little bit of room for some storage and some glasses. And another thing that I really like that they did is they put in this little railing here, which allows you to be able to put things here underway and they will not fly all around and come out. You also have storage above, and then you have storage down below. And now you're thinking, where is the fridge and freezer? And that's where it gets freaky. They almost have a full-size fridge and freezer in this boat. That to me, absolutely phenomenal. So one thing I want to do before we go in the bathroom, to me I think the bathroom is it's the icing on the cake. So let's go ahead and look at the other rooms first. This is another room where you can sleep 2 in here. As you walk in a little bit and look back, you can see there's not a whole ton of room, but they have the ability for you to store stuff and everything right here, and they have a small closet on the wall. So now as we back up out of that room and we look over to the port side now, that was the starboard bunk, now we're going port. You can see they have an even bigger bed with even more room, and this one, instead of running aft, this one runs across the beam. So I really like that. Gives you 2 different feels. I personally like the beam one better. I think they're easier to get into, especially when you're limited mobility or if you have an injury or something like that. So now we're going to turn back and come back towards the bathroom here, and the bathroom is absolutely phenomenal. So actually, an interesting feature of this bathroom I've never seen. I just noticed it. This is my first time on this boat. When you actually look at this bathroom, you open this door to the shower. So when you step in here, you are essentially stepping into the shower. So you have your shower faucet right here. And then again, you have exceptional headroom, probably 6'6" headroom in the bathroom with 6'3" headroom at the crease of the wall. So then this right here, let me back up so you guys can see. This right here is actually the shower door. So you open that up and now you're actually in the bathroom. So I'll go ahead and go around to give you guys the full perspective of what I'm talking about here. So now, as you can see, as we open this, they have the full mirror, which I really, really love. But then you come in, and now you can tell how this is the bathroom section. You have the toilet, and then you have your sink. You have a ton of vanity space. I really, really like that. You have 2 air conditioners right next to the toilet, which I think is a huge deal because we, again, as I said earlier, we have a 35, and they put the air conditioning vents like way up over there. So if you're in here going to the bathroom, it's very hot and you can't feel the air conditioning, because when it's hot outside, unless that air conditioning is blowing on you, it is very, very hard to feel it. Now again, they have the same thing they did in the kitchen, where they have the little railing guarding it so you can put stuff back there like towels or toothpaste or whatever and keep it where it's at. You also have 2 storage up here. I love how one of them's a mirror and the other one is not. It just creates good contrast in the room, and I really, really like it. And again, headroom is exceptional throughout this whole entire boat. So now that we've talked about that, let's walk on up and let's get a little look at the front here before we call it a wrap on the walkthrough. So as you come up to the front here, I'm just going to show you from over top. You can see you have some spots for sun pads up there for multiple people. You can remove the cushions to create the sunlight from down below with the skylights. And really overall, it's just an absolutely great space if you're up there at the sandbar or anything. The only thing I have to say is underway, you might not want to be out there with the curvatures, curving it back towards the outside of the hull, and there's not a great place to hold on, but overall this is an exceptional boat, and I think it is absolutely phenomenal. Alrighty guys, so thank you for coming along with me on the Intrepid 477 2021 Evolution. I thought it was an absolutely phenomenal boat. I had a great time on the tour, and I appreciate you guys riding along with me. And yeah, let's just continue the day. That was our first video of the day. An absolute great boat. Let's go have a great day. Thank you for being here.